Hello everyone and welcome back to that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2. I am Kyle once again, and you join us on a very special occasion because the Dungeons update has finally been officially released, which means I am not terrified anymore for it to break my game in the experimental version. Now, there are a lot of locations, specifically in our starting area of Brightwood, that I would love to start adding some dungeons to. There's quite a number of them, actually. The first one that I thought of could definitely be where we've got this kind of corrupted spider house. We could create kind of a concept of a staircase that maybe goes down into a basement and into a cave where the spiders are kind of originating from, and then we would take our big spider, wherever the heck the big spider went to. We have a boss spider around here somewhere, and we would just incorporate the boss spider into that. Is this the boss spider? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think that's just a normal spider. Now, that would be a pretty small dungeon. Another one we could do, and I'm not sure 100% how I would incorporate it, but we could take the Baron's estate here, and we could make like a, oh, you got to go inside the house, and maybe, I don't know, to reuse and recycle essentially what I just said, there could be a basement that's got some kind of monster in it, or maybe his house is haunted. I don't know. It could be fun. Another one that I think I will definitely incorporate, because I'm gonna do more than one for sure, is the lighthouse. The lighthouse right now is just kind of a, hey, you gotta go over here and do an imaginary quest where you save somebody from the lighthouse. The lighthouse attendant, I guess, would be the one you're saving, but to actually be able to go in the building, conceptually at least, would be pretty cool. And then the most important one in Brightwood is actually the underground ruins of Harad, or Harard, rather, I should say. Underground ruins of Harard. Now, there's a quest right now, I think, from this guy. This is Captain Nathan. He has a quest that takes you to investigate the ruins of Harard, and then you have to defeat the Archmage. Basically, what I did was, yeah, I made this into a little cave, and there's a big boss skeleton guy in here. Oh, come on, click on him. There we go. The Archmage, Decius. He's a level 2 elite skeleton that our players would end up fighting. But yeah, he just kind of lives inside of a fake little makeshift cave that I built around the ruins there. Now, I know there's lots of other dungeons I've talked about that are potentially or should be going into a lot of these other regions. We'll get to those. But I thought today, to kind of really kickstart this process in my game and this Let's Play, I want to focus on Brightwood. I want to focus on our starting area. So get ready for some dungeon madness! Yes! It's okay, I'm just a little bit excited. Okay, because the spiders are kind of the earliest quest you really kind of do, not the earliest, but one of the earliest quests. These are level 1 spiders in this region. Let's see if I can grab the... I don't want a tree. I don't want to look at a tree. I want to look at the ground. Thank you. The spider zone. This is a level 1 spider zone. The entire point of this area was that it would be pretty easy, and we can see... Oh my gosh, that's a lot of numbers and statistics. I wish I could get this blown up somehow. Can I change the size of this? All right, that's something I would like to bring in as input. Whoa, what is this trippy shadow off the side? I don't know if I like that. I'd like to be able to filter some of this data a little better. Maybe zoom in on it because it's so tiny and all the numbers are a nightmarish conglomerate. Maybe also be able to break it down. Get some more stats. I love stats. Stats are the best. Data analytics for the win, people. All right. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is, one, I need to bring up the UI. That usually is pretty helpful to do stuff. I'll go ahead and let the game play because our players want to go around killing spiders, and there's lots of fun sound effects as they shoot fireballs and whatnot at them. Glorious. Okay, so in buildings, we're gonna go dungeon exteriors, and for like some of these, this one, I want to keep it the rustic's not the right word, ruined building that has these vines growing up and around it, capturing it, consuming it, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to use the kind of blank dungeon piece, and this is going to delete some stuff, so let's go ahead and put it in a spot. Vector Storm, if you're watching, just make it so that I can place objects without it ever deleting anything would be the best course of action. Then I don't have to do the whole buildy and then movie thing. Okay, okay, these are both building types, I guess, so it's not going to let me really put it in there. Okay, let's just put it here for now for 1 second. I'm not going to be able to put it inside either, I don't. Okay, I have a plan. Okay, I'm going to go into, what is this called? Modular buildings, and no, I just want to do the grow modular buildings. We're going to grow this out. How many squares is that? That was like 4 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that was 4 squares. Good job, Kyle. Good job. Let's go, and then I'm just gonna terrify myself as I delete these other pieces. delete those 3 plus one of the additional ones. Actually, do one more. Okay. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. Everyone just relax. And then I'm gonna grab, no, I'm gonna get rid of that. And I wanna grab the dungeon entrance. There we go. Now I can put it in here. So, and the idea is I want this to kind of be hidden as much as possible. So I'll put it like, I'll make it like kind of where the back door of the building was gonna be. Actually, it was the other way, sort of. Let's go, okay. We can go like this. We can do a rotation, and then we'll go back into modular buildings, and we're gonna see if this is gonna work, because I have not tested this theory. And just like the boss that I am, we go like that. Our building goes right back to where it was. We get rid of the extra pieces. And get rid of that one. Yep, just like that. We have now the dungeon entrance inside of the building. I am a genius. Would like everyone to now comment in the comment section about how much of a genius I am. It is required. Okay, sorry, the sound effects of everybody shooting fireballs is actually like hanging off of the interior of my brain. 1 second. I need to figure out what I'm looking for. Scenery. I'm looking for scenery. Good job, Kyle. You figured it out. Okay, I think it's in decorations. I just want the spidery things. Where are the spidery? Is this the right area? Furnishing. No. Details. That's what we want. We want details. You did it. Oh, that's a big egg. Yeah, I can put stuff on there. That works, right? Yeah, I can put stuff on the dungeon thing. Okay, we're just gonna try and cover it up with some eggs, sort of like make this sort of look like it was like not actually there. I just want this rock to not be as but I don't want there to be too many what do they call it? Spider eggs? Eggs in general. Whatever they're eggs, okay? Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't played this game enough recently. I'm like relearning controls. It's fascinating. Let's go like that. Yeah, there we go. That way it's, well, a little further so it hides some aspects of it. Now there's weird spider webs sticking out of there, but that's okay. Okay, we'll go like that, and then let's also put in planty plants. Where's that vine at? Need the vine. Donde está la vine? Here, let's use this one a little bit. Yeah, this will be a good one. Let's go not place on objects so we can kind of finagle it a little bit. Oh, that's... Oh, whoa! Yeah, we'll kind of cover it up. Let's sink it now a little bit more like that-ish. I think that kind of works. Yeah, and then I can use some smaller versions. Okay, there we go. Let's throw in another couple. All right, just to create some, uniqueness. Uniqueness is not the word I wanted, but like, there's gonna be a rock there that looks like a runestone, and it doesn't really belong. If I have one complaint, it's that the blank dungeon entrance like this actually isn't blank. It has the little runestone. I wish I could just have the portal and nothing else. Okay, now that we've wasted a lot of time doing that, we get to do the fun part. Okay, so Crystal Spire, that's not going to be the name. Can I change the name? I can change the name. It's not going to be either. I'm just going to call this Queen's Nest. It's going to be the nest of, the queen of the spiders. Is that gonna change? Is that there now? Okay. All right, let's go inside. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Whee! All right, so here we go. We did this in a live stream where I kind of showcased the dungeons. So if you haven't watched that, that was a lot of fun. We made a Ninja Turtles dungeon. Don't ask me why, we did. Okay, so requirements, we need to have at least 3 dungeon tiles, an accessible dungeon exit, don't know what that means. At least 1 goal, a piece of loot to be collected or a boss to be defeated. Well, we're gonna have a boss in this one. Note that the normal and elite monsters do not qualify as goal. Interesting. So we get to create a unique boss within here on the spidery front. That's actually pretty cool. And there's some very unique things in the bosses that exist in the dungeons too, that we will get to momentarily, I'm sure. All right, so first and foremost, we need to create kind of an entrance. It starts off with just a little bit of space here. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna kind of start over, but I'm also not gonna utilize the entire map. Let's be perfectly real here. This is not meant to be like a core like, raiding type dungeon. This one, I feel like this is just gonna be like entering the underground little section of a cave. So we're gonna build out whatever type of surface we want. Let's see what we got here. So, oh, this is good. This is like a cavern. This is kind of do a few of them. That's more just castle-y. That'd be a good one for like an outdoory section of stuff. This one is, yeah, the interior of a house. This one, yeah. So this is like dug out mine shaft. This one is clean, crisp interior castle. This one I think is more like dungeon castle. Yeah, so there's a couple variations here I like. This one is like the arid buildings, like desert. So there's sand, like it's a tomb almost maybe. And then there is cave. So the cave is what I'm gonna end up using mostly for this one. What is this? Oh, this is the sewer. So yeah, don't want sewer. Don't want household that's clean. I think it's best to just say we're gonna use the cave. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know how to delete pieces. Okay, I just deleted one. I just click on them again. Well, that's fair, I suppose. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, all right, give me a second. I gotta delete these. Okay, so very simply, because this is the first instance that's ever gonna exist in our game, I don't really care too much what it looks like, but I want it to feel like the players enter in from a small entrance. Maybe we can make it a little bit bigger section here. Oh wow, there's a lot of crystals and stuff in there. Whoa, hey, what's going on here? From a scenery standpoint, can I delete these? I can. Okay, that's good. I don't want so many of the crystals. The stalactites and stalagmites are fine. Yeah, so once you get down to the ground level, you can see how they look like. That's a-okay. I'd rather it look like that. We're gonna add a lot of spider stuff in here. So we'll have a little pathway that goes that way, and I just want it to feel like it's like a singular path that kind of winds just a small amount, maybe get the player anticipating, not sure what's gonna happen. Actually, let's delete and then kind of make a small opening like that. And I think along the way we won't have enemies, but I do want just a small little enemy zone the player has to walk through very simply, and that'll just be some basic level 1 spiders that the party gets to deal with, and then we're pretty much just going to go straight into boss encounter. The layout is not big, but that's the point. This is just like a small underground cave. It's not a big extensive shenanigan of sorts. There we go, and then we'll go like that. In fact, I mean, this is even bigger than I thought I would make it, but there's not going to be much encounter-wise to do. Just a couple little spiders here, and then the main boss fight. Okay, I've gone through and I've removed all of the crystals, so this does not feel like it is some kind of mine of sorts. And already looking at this, I'm just, again, I don't want it to be too big, so I'm gonna shrink some stuff down. Yeah, nice and easy for the most part, straight lines. Well, Kyle, good job. Now you get to delete more crystals. Good, great, fantastic. Okay, very simply, let's put in our monsters, and we've got the option for normal, elite, and boss. So we're just gonna put normal level 1 spiders in here. Just a couple of them. Not too many. I like this, how it's not a zone anymore. That's good. That's really good. We do need to make sure we have an entrance, though. Doors, yes. Normal, boss. Oh, these are not entrances. Dungeon exits. Like entrance. Entrance. Where are exits? Oh, dungeon exit. Oh, no, that's exit dungeon. Dang it! Okay, I'm back. I fixed it. This says dungeon exits, but when you hover it over it, it says blank entrance. I'm so confused. Okay, let's just... Do I want to do cavern entrance? Yeah, we'll do cavern entrance. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the center somewhere so it doesn't delete stuff. Like everything seems to delete stuff. Okay, there we go. Now I can just position it there. Currently open. No. Close the dungeon. Close the dungeon. It's not ready for players yet. Oh, there's a crystal that I missed. We're gonna go down on the ground floor here. We're gonna grab the lovely spider stuff. Oh, these pillars are not nearly big enough to go in here. What if I made them bigger? That makes some for some giant eggs. I don't think I like that. New plan, we use the corrupting vines, and we'll say that, oh yeah, now we're talking. People come in here. Yeah, we can kind of place these as if they're kind of growing. Yeah, they're growing down into the cavern. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Now we are talking with the flavors of spiciness. Oh, we'll just place all this everywhere and all the things and the stuff. Let's make them a little smaller again. Oh yeah, because players are gonna be like, oh, there was all the corruption up above, and now it's like you can see where it's like in here. We'll kind of leave some spaces where maybe it's not so bad. There's not so much corruption-y vines that you're passing by. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I want them to kind of walk under a spiky bit like that. That's pretty sweet. That is some great looking stuff. We'll have some that just kind of end abruptly, like the vine is sticking out awkwardly. And we'll do it. Let's do a big giant one kind of in a spot that makes it so that we can, maybe it's too big, yeah, like that, and then just kind of raise it up out of the way so it's like, oh yeah, they gotta walk under a big giant one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, that's a good spot right there. Can I do that? Can't put it in the walkway. I don't want it to be in the walkway. How's that? Oh, that's pretty good too. That's good. Let's put a couple in here. Yeah, coming out of the ceiling a little bit while you're fighting some spiders. Well, we can have some coming out of the big ones. That's good. Yeah, so now there's like cool, whoa, geez, these look funky coming out of there, but you can go like that. Now, continue this train going through here. So I will see you guys on the other side a little bit. Okay, so lots of big growthy parts in the main cavern here where we're going to have our boss. So internally, this is what this looks like. Got a nice structure where it almost feels like the corruption is actually keeping the cavern up and intact. All right, now I think we'll go in, we'll add in like some of the spidery things. So it'll be a little easier now to kind of just take this. I'm going to make it a little bigger, and then it's just going to be kind of simple attachment. Now, other things you can do is paint the ground. There's some, simple ones that are nice, like water. You can make something surface look like water. So if I change the size of this, I could always make like a little puddle in here at some point. I'm hoping this gets incorporated into the base game to be utilized everywhere, because it'd be nice to just have like, little spots of water, lake, whatever you want to add without having to create big cavernous deficits in the earth to find water beneath it. And then we can just erase it. I'm going to keep it just kind of this typical, I don't know, rocky color. I wish there was a little more texture to this that we could add in terms of making it look like gravel, because things like cobble, is this considered cobble? Oh, I gotta actually put it on paint, that's why. Yeah, like that would be good for like the interior of like a castle, but not the interior of a, a cave. Same with like checkerboard. That just doesn't make any sense. I can change the color of it, so I did want it to be darker. That is not darker. I could make it darker, which I kind of like it a little darker, but at the same time, it's, I wish there was texture to it. At least outside, when you paint something as, grass or field, there's a little bit of a fluff, like an actual like grass layer that exists on it. So you don't feel like you have to put scenery items scattered like crazy. I think just for the sake of putting some stuff on the ground in here, I'm gonna add some of these vines that, because they're green, they feel slightly out of place to me, but it kind of makes sense, and I want there to just be some more visual in here, so it doesn't just feel like empty floor space. At the same time, though, I want there to be a nice clear open area that's meant to be like the boss battle spot. So we'll have kind of all this stuff around, and in my head, the canon on why these vines are different colors is the young vines, when they first reach out, are really green, and then they kind of fully mature into the corrupted color, kind of That feels like it makes sense to me. So kind of go like that. That way it feels like there's some stuff going on around. Maybe a few more over here. And I did kind of make the entrance here feel like you had to walk through something that was felt sealed off and dangerous, and then you enter into the boss fight. All right, let's make our boss. Back into enemies, we're gonna make a boss fight. Open design window. Let's do this, party. Let's add a boss, and this boss is called Keiju. We're not gonna do whatever that is. We are gonna go prefabs, and apparently the prefabs don't exist. What the heck? Why can't I do the prefabs of stone wood? What? Oh, that's the never mind. Apparently I can't use the spider model I already have. Well, that kind of sucks. Okay, gotta go through and just build a spider real fast. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know which body is the spider. I'm assuming it might be in the same location as the head, so maybe if I find the skeleton torso. Okay, skeleton, and then it was snowman, so this is the spider. That makes sense. It'd actually be really cool if our spider had some kind of tail. Like something kind of scorpion-like almost, to kind of give it a different kind of look and feel. We shall think about it. Okay, arms are pretty easy. And then real quick, I'm just gonna look and see how big this is. And that is, oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is pretty ginormous. I might actually scale it down a little bit just because the size of the room is potentially going to be an issue. Oh, but that should be good. Yeah, I like that. That's a good size spider. It feels like it takes up the space that we've created as the battle area. Okay, here she is, known as no other than Queen Cestic, queen of the spiders that shall be the end and demise of all of our players who dare venture into these caverns. Now we get to make her deadly. She will be non-mana dependent. What did I make the rest of the spiders? I actually don't even know. Okay, spiders were mana, so they were technically a magical creature, I guess. Fair enough, we will keep her the same. We're gonna make her incredibly fast. That would be fun. 100 health, base health 100. Wow, okay, I guess that's just how bosses are created. They have a base health of 100, and then I would assume it's dependent on their level. So she has 100. Okay, if I were to respawn her as level 2, which I'm not gonna keep, she has 150 health, so it scales with the rest of our game. So the bosses are always going to be base 100 health, which is massive compared to, say, what the rest of the monsters anyone's going to encounter is. This is nightmarish. Okay, so we'll just make the level 1 version, and I'm going to make her base abilities. Go ahead and delete this. Do I have prefabs? Oh, I think I've created some of these as prefabs. Chomp, let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll do the chomp. That's so her basic attack will be a chomp that does 2 damage. Instant cast, we'll do let's do 3-second cooldown. We're gonna give her some fun stuff. It's gonna have a web strike called this fly trap. She needs a 1-second cooled cast time. We'll give it a 5-second cooldown. Well, no, let's go 4. I want this to be something like, you know, the spider could kind of nail down a member of your party for a quick, short amount of time, missile range, single target. I don't want damage, I just want a snare. Root in place, there we go. And the root in place will be less than the cooldown, so she can basically do this on a 5-second cycle, and she'll be able to root somebody in place for 2 seconds. And then her big kind of ability, other than, you know, her basic attack, chomp, she's gonna do like an acid attack, which our normal spiders do not have. So it'll be a fun little mixture. That looks like acidy, sort of. We'll just call this septic goo. This one, let's do longer cast time, 5-second cooldown. I want it to be damage over time, and I want it to be a small area of effect. Damage over time, 1 damage over 8 seconds. Let's see, 4 damage over 8 seconds would be 0.5 damage per second. And then she'll be able to kind of stack these in locations, I guess, if she can cast it about every 7 seconds here on average. Let's do that over 4. Yeah, so the idea now is, I mean, this is actually a really nasty level 1 boss encounter when you think about it. She's able to create a small area of effect, acidic, damage over time space, but she's also able to pin somebody down and root them in place. She could root a party member in place, like at a distance. For example, say your healer, or maybe the ranger, somebody who's like distance, long range DPS, and then you could just hit them with this acid attack, and they just have to sit there in it the whole time. That would be that's That's very mean of me. It's very, very mean of me. Maybe I should make this not so accessible. Let's do 10 seconds, but a shorter cast time, 0.5 seconds. So that's, she can get it out fast, but she can use it to follow up on her route in place, but she cannot use it very often. I think that's safe. Yeah, we'll try that for now. That's actually kind of fun. All right, now, yeah, her optimal DPS is 1.0. I feel like we're not making her strong enough, to be honest. She kind of has the feel of a normal character. So let's go 3 damage on the chomp. Cooldown's okay on that. Fly trap, let's allow her to do this more frequently. It's non-damaging. It's just gonna be like, you know, by the time one of your party members get it for 2 seconds, another one of your party members 2 seconds later is gonna get rooted either again or a different one. It's honestly not that bad. You're always going to have 75% of your party is going to be up and able to move, and 50% of the time, all of your party members will be movable. This one is nasty, but not frequent. Maybe we should have one more, just because she's got, did I make this range? Yeah, missile range. Let's make it nice bright green and make it watery effect, so it's like a big glob like that. Perfect. Let's do one more just for melee, so that whoever's tanking up close, you kind of want somebody like a paladin really in there if possible. So her first one is like her vice grip, like with her pinchers. This one should be more like, oh, I've got an idea. Maybe she can control the corrupting vines. That's perfect. She can take the corrupting vines. This would kind of feel like a snary type thing, but maybe they just kind of come out of the ground and smack you upside the face. So she can do like a short cast time, and this will be, let's do good chunk of damage, melee range for sure, and then single target, and then we're gonna add a damage over time, like a bleed to this. So yeah, 1 damage over 8 seconds is fine. That'll add a good chunk of DPS to whoever you have tanking. And let's just give her a whole bunch more mana too. I didn't even pay attention to what the casts are on all these. That's nothing. That's fine. This should take mana. Yeah, she should be allowed to let's let her do the snare a lot. 2.5 mana, and then we'll make the septic goo a little bit more expensive for her. We'll say a solid 5. So that way can't be like super dependent on it. And then actually when she does the fly trap, let's also add that she gets to siphon mana. So she'll siphon, yeah, let's have her siphon 2 mana. So she almost gets to replenish this. Yeah, that's good. Or do I want drain mana. That's what I want. Drain mana over time. So if this lasts 2 seconds, let's make it siphon for 2 seconds. And you'll siphon 3 mana over 2 seconds. Okay, so that gives her ability to not just root somebody in place, but she can start to take out like your wizard's ability to do much. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, she's got a little anti-magic on her. And then Corrupting Vine, yeah, damage and damage over time because of the thorns are going to cause a little bit of a bleed effect. Boom, got it, nailed it. She is terrifying. 2.2 DPS now, perfect. So if you come in with a level 1 party, it's gonna be a little tricky. Realistically, if you had a paladin with you, he's got 16 health, and his level 1 abilities are gonna give him a strike and a stun. He does not have a heal. Who does have a heal level 1? I know somebody's got a heal level 1. Was the alchemist? Healing sauce is level 2. What about our Ashwind druid? Polymorph, shape rock. Wow, yeah, we have maybe some decent DPS in some of our characters, but there's nobody with good defensive stats at level 1. We may have just created a literal monster in our game. Well, where'd she go? There she is. Well, let's see how that pans out, because she's probably gonna be next to impossible. Now, I could do phases. Default attack pattern. Jump. Oh, I could give her a pattern? Well, this is interesting. I can change. See, I have not played with this boss creation thing yet. I didn't realize I could change the health on this. Well, this changes everything. I was like, how are they gonna take down something with 100 health? That's obnoxious. Okay, let's do it this way then. Let's give her first phase, like, I don't know, 15 health. That's not so bad. What does it mean by color on phase 1? I'm so confused. Let's just make it, can we just make it like black? I don't know what's going on. Like, what is it that's black? In specifically referring to the concepts within said phase. Create another phase with, can I type in this? 15 health also, and then I want a third phase with, well, actually 30 health is twice as much as our players. Yeah, do it this way. Okay, so then I'm assuming that means make this like dark red, and then we'll make this like she's gone full toxicity and she's green. I don't know what the colors do. Let's make this middle one kind of like lower. Actually, yeah, let's make the first one lower. Make the last one kind of the hardest. So 10, 10, 10, that's math, 35. 35 is significantly more health than any monster has in the game, I think, right now. At level 1 especially. Yeah, 40 health overall. Wait, why does it say 40 health? 35, there we go. It updated, we're good. So effects, I can add an effect. No effects, and then phase 2, let's make her no effects, and then the last phase, she's just gonna go full on poison mode on you. Okay, so I can give her an attack pattern. I'd say to start with, let's just have her chomp and fly trap. Chomp and fly trap. Chomp and fly trap. Yeah, let's just chomp and fly trap, and then maybe after that, she kind of throws one septic goo. No septic goos. We'll make this easy. So I'm assuming after she does a pattern, she just repeats it. So I'm just gonna, yeah, we'll do that. And then phase 2, she's gonna chomp, but she's gonna try and fly trap into a septic goo. No. Gonna fly trap, and then she's gonna corrupting vines. Yes. And then phase 3, this is where she's basically just gonna be like, I'm gonna fly trap someone, I'm gonna goo them, I'm gonna chomp, I'm gonna I don't know, corrupting vine again, and then she's gonna septic goo, and then she's gonna, so she's more spidery at the start. She's just doing spidery things. Then she's doing spidery corrupting vine things, and then she's gone full blown, I'm pissed off corrupting vines. I'm also a toxic monster from hell. Cool. I'm pretty excited about seeing how this is gonna wreck the day of every one of our players. Well, this is just thrilling and exciting. Again, I said I was gonna make just a tiny little thing here. I can totally see where I'm gonna be spending entire episodes, probably literally like this, making dungeons. So this is really cool. This is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying not even the layout portion, but the boss creation is like the coolest thing. Like, this is like a legitimate little raid boss. Why is her name Yonup the Vicious? No. You are Queen Cestic. You are Queen Cestic, and that is your name, and that will always be your name. Health 10. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Health is 10 because yeah, her first phase is just 10. Oh, she's got a little bobbing animation too. Oh, that is good. That is good. You're kind of like, oh, look at that. I wonder if she stays that position too. So as you walk in, you're like, uh-oh. This is not gonna be good. Oh yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be really cool. Okay, wait, I can change the lighting. Oh, I forgot I could change the lighting in here too. My goodness. Ground fog. Great ground fog. Oh my gosh. Yes, this solves entirely my ground problem. Entirely. Height? Oh, yeah, don't make it too high. Make it low. Low and dense. Ooh, that's cool. Fog color. Oh, that's like normal fog. Okay, maybe I should make this like a toxicity green. Oh yeah, that's good right there. That's some good stuff right there. Yeah, just a nice little thin layer of green. Main light. Oh, I can change the direction of the shadows in here? What the heck? This is wild. I don't know why there would necessarily be light coming from anywhere. Let's bring the light down. So this can add like a hue to the entire thing. Let's keep it dark. Dark-ish green. Ambient light. Yeah, let's keep it where it was. I think that's okay. I want it to be fairly light in here. This is the first dungeon. Remember that. Okay, it's the first dungeon. I want them to be able to see the spider that's about to, you know, massacre them. Okay, bosses. That's that. Monsters. We had. Oh, I can create custom dungeon. Oh my god, this game. Why do you give me so many choices? Codex. What is this? Oh, that's that. Okay, how do I create... It says at least one goal. How do I create a goal? Sound? I can make sounds in here? Drips? Avalanche? Wait, if I play it? I don't hear any ambient sounds. Oh well. Okay, treasures. Should I add a treasure? I don't really want to add a treasure. I just want it to be that you got to come in here and you got to kill a boss, right? Like that's what I want. So how do I make her the goal? Configure instances. Oh, depending on how many groups I want to let run through. Oh, it costs $100 a day. Okay, well, dang, I didn't realize it was gonna be costing money to run through dungeons. Oh well, if worst comes to worst, we go bankrupt. Okay, so I made a boss. Now, here's the question. If I had made treasure instead, like if I just put like a treasure chest over here. No, I don't want to make 2 treasure chests. Please stop the treasure chesting. Contents. Oh, I can actually put stuff in it. That's cool. Status triggered. Oh, I can have it be open or ready. Well, that is mind-bogglingly confusing to me on what the usage case is for that. Okay, this still doesn't answer the question of how does one make the spider? Okay, so this just says I have to have at least a goal present. I don't think I set the goal, so I'm just gonna assume that, oh wait, I wanted that, please back open, thank you, information. I'm just gonna make this a live instance. So we're now waiting for players. Oh wow, all the things disappeared. We're now waiting for players to come in here and check out our creepy, poisony cave of wonders. I got a couple basic spiders in here. I'll go ahead and press play. We're just waiting for people to come in. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here very patiently waiting. Wait, 2 active instances. Where did I miss them? Are there players? Oh, yep, they're going. I missed them. All right, they're killing some spiders. Who we got? We got a paladin, a fighter, an alchemist, and a wizard. So they've got a lot of good DPS in here between wizard and fighter. Paladin will probably have to do the tanking. Can I click on their party? Yeah, I can. Sweet. So, yeah, healer, DPS. I got the paladin listed as DPS, which that's not exactly how I would consider it to be done. But the paladin and the fighter should be able to be the ones that do the tanking for the most part. And then if the alchemist, who is the one listed as the healer, can be the one to sit back and actually do... Well, actually, he doesn't know healing sauce. He has to be level 2, doesn't he? What, hold on. What level are you? Oh, he is level 2. So these guys are coming in a little strong. Paladin's level 1. Fighters... Wait, Elementalist, so our wizard is level 2, and... Okay, so... There's a level 2 wizard in here, which is good DPS. Level 2 healer, who is taking the front lines here. You guys just... Okay, I was like, are you just gonna go up to him and talk to him and say nice things to him? Oh my gosh, whoa, that was intense. Oh, she just snared somebody. That was the webcast. Yep. How's her health doing? Oh, they're munching through it, and... That was it? Hold on. They got through all 3 phases? You're kidding. You've got to be kidding. Where's the other character? Okay, he's doing some healing. That's fine. Oh, he was standing inside of the... Okay, so granted, they had 2 level 2 players. Oh, they're collecting all the loot. That's cool. Now what? Did they just leave? Now I think they just leave. Okay, well, that spider, granted, she had to fight a party with 2 level 2 players in it. That was like way too easy. How's this other party? Let's check out the other instance. The other instance, oh, they're already on their way out too. They had 2 paladins. Oh, this was entirely a level 2 party. Okay, so it's a level 1 dungeon that just had some level 2 parties come through and steamroll it. Alright, well, it's not quite what I expected challenge-wise for my first dungeon, but at least now we have a cute little quest where you get to fight the Spider Queen. I'm just gonna leave her as being this easy. I feel like it's the right thing to do. That way, if there is a level 1 party that I have not seen happen yet, you know, it can make sense that, yeah, they would end up being a little more of a challenge. Maybe I'll have the idea for her to return. Maybe she'll get revenge on all the level 2 parties that killed her. We'll make a dungeon somewhere down the line where, like, the return of the Spider Queen and she's a zombie spider. I don't know. Also, I just discovered there's a cinematic cam. So if I just want to wait for players, it'll give me a cinematic view of them going through the dungeon. Please tell me this is what I think it is. Trevor, did you give me a movie version of my own dungeon? Like, I could create little cinematic intros and outros I don't know why I'm inside the wall right now. There we go. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is really cool. All right, it's even got cool little health bars once they enter into the dungeon. This is the best thing ever in the existence of this game so far. Well done, well done. All right, we're gonna watch these two fighters, a paladin and a scallywag, take on a couple of baby spiders. They should be able to punch him out pretty easily. I'm guessing based on the health bars I'm seeing, I bet you Yura, whoever you are, where is Yura? Paladin, they're probably level 2 with 24 health. That's pretty beefy. I think everyone else is level 1. So they've got a level 2 tank, which is pretty good. Which also means he's actually a healer at this point too. Nice, does a little smite down on him. Everyone gets in there and does some punching. There's a lot of melee on this team. Scallywags don't get ranged abilities until level 2. Alright, as these guys go ahead and enter in the grand arena, the final chamber to take on Queen Cestic, we'll go ahead and watch them take on this fight. But until next time, I'm Kyle. This has been that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2. I hope you've enjoyed the first really big build out in the dungeons update for us here in Shatterstone. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd love it if you leave a like. It really supports the channel. If you'd like to see more from us here at That One Playthrough, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you along for the journey. And if you didn't know, we do have a little Patreon. If you'd like to join the Patreon and be like one of these many supporters you see on screen here today, there's a link in the description down below. Until next time, have a wonderful day.